I so want to.
And here we are, episode 22 of JTOG. JT and that other guy, girl, those other gang, the other gang. There we go.
Squirrel Squad.
That's it. Ivan, Teresa, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, JT.
How are we all?
Can we welcome you? So you were on stream?
Yeah, welcome, JT.
Welcome, thank you. Well, this works quite well. It's not. There's no jerky stream.
Yet.
No, but I'm ultra yellow and you are ultra white, and I've seen all the thumbnails of all our videos, and it's like that all the time.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like I'm like from The Simpsons.
Yes.
And you seem like you are like recovering from a tremendous illness all the time.
But I'm an albino. Did you not know? Or albino?
Whatever.
Thanks, Thierry. Picture and sound is good.
It's coming from the shadows.
Yes, Teresa is lurking.
Yes, I'm reading the chat and I'm trying to listen. Not doing very well.
It's all good.
Very difficult.
Yeah. Multitasking for women is easy. For us blokes, it's no good. All right, who have we got? Who have we got? Graphit is here. Apparently Teresa's in the chat. Adam Bradley is here. Matt/Jake from State Farm. Ricky Tanner, Tanner 3D. Wellbot. Chris Mayhew. Thierry.
Hey, I've checked. We had 111 subscribers when I mentioned you on my last video.
So we lost 2. Yeah.
We lost 2. The purge is being.
The purge is real.
Oh my god.
Print it yourself 3D. Chris Lee. 3D printing llama. Welcome everybody. What's the count? That'd be like 12. I wasn't counting, but
3D printing llama says that this looks interesting. Give us time. We will make it boring.
Yes, okay.
Give us 10 minutes.
Teresa did say Squirrel Squad earlier. Let me show one thing that has indeed happened. Let me go here.
All the domains with the Squirrel Squad.
No, I didn't. No. There we go. So this is what you search for, or this is the result set in Twitter when you search for Squirrel Squad. You get Spike, Teresa, myself, and Thierry, because we've all put #Squirrel Squad in our handles. But
you dared me. I had to.
No. You had Squirrel Squad, but you forgot the hashtag, which made it impossible for me to get you in the result set. But
hashtag.
Imagine Ivan had powers, and he put Squirrel Squad on the end of his video. Well,
the thing is that you did send me, like on Twitter via direct message, you sent me a list of people, and you told me those are all that I could find that were from the Squirrel Squad. And at that moment, I said, why on earth is he sending me this? Why does he say? I did make no connection.
Now, we had discussed this, yes? Tell everybody that we had discussed it.
We had, Once the switch flipped in my head, everything was clear. But until that moment, like, the thing is, you sent me this, like, maybe on Tuesday, and I did finish the edit of my video on Thursday after lunch. Until I wasn't doing the Patreon credit scroll, I didn't think of it. And when I was doing it, that's why JT told me that those were the Squirrel Squad. So it took me 2 days.
Oh well, that's all right. That's okay.
I'm very bright.
Chris Mayhew was in the stream, isn't he? I did see Chris Mayhew in the stream. Yes. Yep. There he goes. Yep. There he is. No, it's all right. Ian hasn't made a couple of episodes, but that's okay. He's very busy on Twitter right this moment. Not that I'm watching Twitter, but just before we launched, he and Filament Frenzy were talking about Filamentum, Vertigo Grey, and Pistachio flexible filaments. So they've made the flexible versions now. So that's pretty interesting.
I think I haven't seen any Twitter like in the last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Only my notifications.
Yeah. That I totally understand
Your
sometimes.
notifications are going to be a bit silly.
No.
Stuff.
No, it's stuff, but the thing is that I don't know how. Sorry, what?
I said hello to Spike because he's.
Okay. Because I can hear you very well, so I get closer to the screen to hear you better because I have my headphones.
I'm the only one without headphones or a headset. Hang on. I'm going to turn the air conditioner off, so I may die in a minute.
No, the audio is fine.
The audio is fine, yeah. It's a bit low, I think.
She's on the Skype call, so she's on the Skype call, so I think, it's either how your Skype is reading, I don't know. Just listen harder.
I don't know. Hang on. I think I'm muted in Skype.
No.
Where am I?
No, otherwise we wouldn't hear you.
Okay, this is just...
JT, can you hear her fine?
Yeah, no problem.
And then it's a distance.
Yeah, that's fine. It's because it's going all the way to Spain. It's quicker going straight south, 1,000 kilometers or whatever it is, 800 kilometers, than it is to get to Spain. A bit down and to the right.
Yes. I did it spot on.
That way.
Yeah.
That way.
If I were to point right now, it would be like.
JT is. Hang on.
No.
That way?
No. I'm south of you.
Hang on. That's west. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out where I am. No, you're that way.
Wow, this is all very hard.
You cannot check the sun because it's night for you, and I cannot check the sun because it is raining like it's never rained before here.
Oh, we can't pick that up. I honestly can't hear it at all.
Moment. It's supposed to be 38 degrees here tomorrow, and it's supposed to be about 42 on Friday. And no, thank you. The sun can go away with that.
Yeah, 2 days ago everything was frozen in here.
Oh, okay.
Now it is just raining. Like I'm thinking of buying a canoe, and selling my bike and buying a canoe.
Okay, good. Couple of things. I've actually got quite a few things, but one of the interesting ones, Joel Telling's video from Gillette, where he did some shaver handles. So Gillette have started making customized shaver handles. Okay.
I've seen the thumbnail and I read Adrian Boyer's tweet.
Okay. Which talked about give the handles away and make the blades really expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same with Kodak giving cameras away. What's that? Sorry.
Is that why you guys haven't shaved?
No, he shaved. He shaved.
But it's all good.
Yeah, but I have
is that the Sharpie thing?
Yeah, but I don't shave more because I'm lazy. But the thing is, I bought a Philips one blade machine with interchangeable blades that were supposed to last up to 4 weeks, and I bought it 2 years ago. And I think it's going to last at least another 2 years or 3.
Yeah, that's because we only have to shave here. And here.
Well, we don't want to know where I have to shave.
Well, we don't do our legs, so. Anyway, back to the story.
I did it once. I will never do it again.
Back to the story.
I'm not
Here's one of the comments. Here's one of the comments. Let me see if I can make it a bit larger. Beginning.
I didn't read it.
All right.
Didn't read it. Yeah.
Hey, get off there. That one there. So someone commented that Joel had sent Ivan a razor and you had shaved. Of course, I will get back to the gentleman and say yes or no. So is that true or false, Ivan? Did Joel send you a blade? False.
False. I don't use blades like as such anymore.
Okay. Well, I'll get back to this guy and let him know that it was false.
Yeah, yeah. I can. I will let you answer to him, and then I will confirm your reply if you want.
Okay.
Or not.
Whatever. We'll see what he says. I put the hashtag in there. If he clicks the hashtag, he'll see our videos, so he'll know I'm not bullshitting.
I can 3D print a handle for my machine.
Of course you can. We can all print 3D printed stuff.
I will have to check the video to see what did Gillette did.
Okay.
Like what? It's like they scanned your hand so you can hold it better. Or...
yeah, there was one large one, but most of them were standard handle size.
They looked rather phallic too, and it's like a Gillette making like adult stuff.
Well, they could, I guess. TPU.
Yeah.
No.
No, we're not saying that.
Maybe that's
those sorts of things.
Yeah.
No, hygiene issue. Single use.
Single use.
You don't want to spend 30 hours printing something you can only use once, and then you have to burn it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It wasn't where I thought this conversation was going to go, but Teresa's in the stream, you know.
I'm betting that we are
going to go there.
Sorry, Ivan?
No, I was betting that we were going to be a lot of topics today.
Oh, yes, a lot of topics. Yes. Okay.
And if anyone sees that I'm leaning my head a lot, it's because I see it lean a bit and I try to correct it. And then I remember that I mirror and I do it the other way.
Which way do I go lean? Look!
We
see that thing?
We can see your pussycat.
Check out my pussy.
What?
There's a cat on the couch. All right, let me bleep that at about 16 minutes in or 14 minutes in. Now, this is exactly why I researched. This is exactly why I researched how I can edit a video that's already been published. The only thing you can do is trim a little section out. This is why I'm time stamping mentally. Anyway, yes, going downhill very fast.
It's an actual cat.
Yes, cat.
Yes,
cat.
Yes.
Cat.
It's still
But you have to realize that you are cropped for us. We only see what is on screen right now. But JAYTEE has the entire view there to be cropped.
Yeah, so that's true. So there was a question. Oh, you're muted, Ivan. Ivan.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you were. Okay, something happened. Something weird happened. No, doesn't matter.
I shut up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I've played...
and Adam Bradley, and this is exactly why I stayed up on a work night. One of his last tweets was his Red Bull can ready, or V or whatever it was, to keep him awake.
Not a sponsor.
Oh, Thierry has to go. Boo.
Oh, we need the phone number of Thierry's bosses.
Chris Mayhew. That is exactly why I named the stream. Wish I had a 7-second delay.
Yeah, we discussed this before. We were supposed to have. We wanted to have well, I wanted to have a duck noise every time I said like something like "Mother Ducker."
Yeah, but I can't do it. You literally can't do it. So
it's all ducked up.
But you can do it live.
Yeah, but
you
you've already said F. Ooh, duck.
I didn't say.
I know you
F.
didn't. No, I know, but I'm saying it can't be done live because there's no delay.
No, but if you know what you are going to say, you can press the button.
Oh, if Teresa had a bleep button, sure. We didn't get that organised.
And if she wants to
G.
Yeah, if we gave her that power, it would be a constant duck noise. Anyway.
Would be.
All right, so Thierry's gone. I have a couple of things. Actually, Teresa, do you have your item near you that you were going to show?
Which one?
The fabric one. Oh, what's that one? Yeah, show that one. What's the little man?
That's a platypus skull.
Oh, okay. Yes, you were having good fun with those recently. Now your printer is in bits, no? Currently?
Yes, still in bits.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's been too hot to put the damn thing back together. Yes.
All right. Before you show the next thing, because someone said something in the chat, Jeff Slater said, "Shouldn't it be a squirrel noise?" Can you please do the trick you did for me with your Google?
Hang on. Yeah, I've turned it off. The mic's back on. Oh, shush you.
All right.
Hey, Google. Volume 100%. Hey, Google, what noise does a squirrel make?
This is a squirrel.
Thank you. You may turn your Google off now.
No, hey Google, what noise does a fox make?
Ask it again.
I was trying to use yours. I don't have one.
That's why she turned it off. That is literally why she turned it off. Because we had this discussion exactly. She said someone's going to say, Google, say or do something, you know.
Me?
Yeah. All right. So show us the fabric thing that you were working on.
All right.
Now I can't zoom just on you because I've never set up a 3-position thing like this. So you'll have to just hold it up to the cam.
Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. But
sweet.
Remember a while back when I was having problems using Fusion 360 and I needed help making multiple things in one file that I could print all at once?
Yeah.
Well.
Ooh, Purdy. How many layers did you print first? 3?
I have no idea. Okay. I just sort of eyeballed it. Cool. Hang on. Somewhere around here. Where to put the other one?
So the gist of that is print some layers, pause the printer, put the fabric over the top, continue printing.
Now, if I can find where I put the other one.
Spike, tell us how you catch a squirrel while Teresa's finding her bits.
Here we go.
You put a box with a stick like this.
Yeah, exactly.
This one, some of oh shit, there goes another.
They fall off.
Some of the layers didn't quite. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, good luck with camera.
It didn't quite stick to the sculpture fabric, but they're still on there.
That's pretty cool. That's very good. Good for cosplay.
Yes.
So
these will be
Amy Double D, Steph Sharp, David Shorey was the one that invented this, I believe.
Yeah. Hang on. I do believe that this is one that I stole from him.
Ah, okay.
But I printed this on the netting fabric.
Yeah.
And as you can see, this like holes.
Okay.
Because the fabric failed.
Oh.
The fabric tore.
Right.
So you've got to be kind of gentle.
Okay.
And I have no idea how to catch a squirrel, Spike. I'm an Aussie. We don't have squirrels.
The answer was hang in a tree and act like a nut.
You have any animal imaginable and you don't have squirrels?
We must have squirrels.
We don't have squirrels.
Yeah, we do.
We don't, no.
Well, what are those things in the... What do we have in the park near bloody Government House in Victoria? I'm sure they're squirrels.
Possums. Possums, you twat.
Yeah, we've definitely got possums, but do we not have squirrels at all?
No.
Okay, good-o.
This requires research.
Politicians, Jeff Slater, thank you. Yes, that's what we've got. They're nutty, that's for sure.
Nuts.
Okay, next item. Very good. The process, Teresa, were you happy with the process of the pausing? How did you actually pause it? Did you just on the control screen or was it in the G code?
Yeah. I sort of eyeballed it, and I sort of went, okay, yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
I press the pause button. It puts it to puts it in the corner.
Yep.
You shove your fabric on. You clamp it down with the
bulldog clips or whatever.
Those things.
Yep.
And you press resume. And before you let the print resume, you got to get the filament boogers off. Otherwise, you get a big blob of And you got to try and. Some people get fancy and technical and do the G code thing, but that's too complicated for my little peanut.
Okay. Good. Ricky Tanner is saying there are 2 species of squirrel in Australia. Deliberately introduced. Really? Yep. But that's all right. So they're not native. They're definitely not native, and that's fine.
Yeah, but what squirrels are they and where?
Oh, we can research this offline for sure. That's a. I don't really need to know. I want to know because I assumed there were.
I want to know. But someone give us a goddamn link.
Yeah. It seems that there
are. Expat squirrels. Oh, Brian Vines, welcome. Haven't seen you for ages.
Hey.
Haven't seen him on Twitter much either. He must be busy.
He posted a picture of his cat before.
Yeah, on his headrest, but I haven't seen him for as much as he normally frequents Twitter. Okay, Ivan, you're a big fan of mirrors, yes?
Oh yes.
All right, James.
I've converted to ultra base now.
Ultra base,
I just got one this month. But yes, if you don't have anything else, glass mirror is the best.
All right, so James, Sonic Alchemy, was having immense problem with bed adhesion on his CR10 monstrosity. So there's one layer or one part, and there's the next part. He's wrapped. He's getting really good adhesion. He does pop in periodically, so I was hoping that he'd see that, but that's all right. He's very happy with his mirrors, and of course the joke was when he goes to IKEA, make sure he gets lots.
Yeah.
Which is the IKEA name for their mirrors. LOTS. Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's because you're
I need
too busy thinking about real things, important things, like texter markers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because all the stuff that I make is so serious.
Yep.
I do serious stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, cool. So, Filament Frenzy once again strikes and puts us all to shame. This is a Captain Marvel model. This is Palette Pro. Now I don't know if it was a filament that was already coloured or whether he just went random. I think it was random mode on the palette, but it was something like 3 days of printing.
That's not good if you've got fancy toys.
Yeah.
And if you've got the money or the sponsorships for fancy toys like that.
Chris Lee is saying it was random splice, so it's 4 colours random. He would have set the lengths of each colour, so he would have worked something out. But so that was.
Leave the pants department stuff out of this.
Yeah.
We don't need to know how it is.
Yes, no, that's fine. We were talking about funky G code and other things, and it's complicated. 3D Maker Noob has just done this magnificent thing. Over here, this is Purge. Now, you would presumably everyone's seen a multicolor print, and it does a purge block, and it wastes lots of material, and it takes ages because it's actually printing. So Joe's come up with an idea in conjunction with Greg 191134, which is Greg 3D. He wrote the G code to do this. So it literally spits out from black. So this is doing the transition from black to orange without doing a purge block. Here comes the orange now. And it's wiping across that edge there. So literally it comes across, spews its guts into that bucket, then wipes on that edge there, which I think is a silicon something. They did something fancy. It halves the print time.
But isn't that how a purge bucket and a wiper should work?
Absolutely.
I've never used one.
No, absolutely. But if you're using something like a Prusa MMU or whatever, it does a
prime tower.
A prime tower, exactly. So this
okay.
is doing the actual purge, so it's spewing its guts off the edge, right? So he's printed a bucket, which has a little tray underneath that you pull just to drop the contents out.
Okay.
So they've done some fancy stuff. Yes, you're absolutely right. But it's not the standard way of implementing on cheap Chinese printers.
Oh, okay. Because it has to be quicker to do that because you are only limited by the extrusion speed that you can achieve with your extruder.
Of course.
And you know which length you need.
Yeah.
And you can even set up exactly how many extruder steps do you require to make a complete purge before continuing printing.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. But this has now been implemented and is being open sourced by Greg 3D and Joe. He's done that on the A20M, which is the G-Tech. So it's the 2-color printer. But it would work for any multicolor printer, of course.
There is now people in reality and sorry, what?
Is that one? Is that the AM20? Is it a dual extruder or does it?
Single extruder. It's got a Y thingy.
It's a splitter. Okay. Good.
Yes, much better than a prime tower. Yes, Sigma-ish. Yes, it saved a shit ton of material and a lot of time. Ricky Tanner's saying 2 in, 1 out. I've got the babier version. Yeah, go on, Ivan.
There is people in mainnet and reality workers there that they are trying to make that in injection molding or 3D printing it to include it in the next iterations of the printer.
Yeah, no kidding.
As soon as it gets
published, as soon as this gets published, correct. Absolutely spot on. Alrighty. What's next on my little list? That one I did twice. Alright. Aussie guy, Mark Rhodes. Let me...
I've seen that diagonally.
Yeah, let me just switch that across. So Mark Rhodes, another Aussie guy, produced this bad boy. So this is the fiber optic cables for every light point on this Star Destroyer model. I thought it was the Wellbot model originally, but it's actually a kit.
That's a lot of work.
I will show you his comment at the top. So all of those fiber optic cables have been routed through.
That took forever.
It did. There is no way for me to convey just how much work it was to get these lights in.
Yes, that's it.
So
have you seen? I think Adam Savage has uploaded a video lately about one half of the real model that they used in Blade Runner, like the blimp with the screen, with the message, and all the lights.
Yep.
And they have been working on that like for more than a year. He and more people.
Of course. He has people.
I would cut someone to like be able to spend a week in his freaking workshop. Like I just.
Oh yeah.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah. Whenever I see his shop, I say to myself, that's where I want to be. Like I want my shop to be like his.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I was there, I would have thought that I've died and gone to heaven.
Sorry, what?
If I was ever in that workshop, I will have thought that I've died and gone to heaven. So I would know that something's gone terribly wrong because I know I'm going to hell.
Yeah, I've heard once. I think it was an interview or somewhere where he was showing his workshop, and he said that when he was on MythBusters, he knew that all that money was going to be over, that the job was going to be over. So he was getting his shop ready to never have to buy anything again, and he had entire drawers of drill bits, like M4 drill bits, and like 50 M4 drill bits in one drawer. Next, 50 M5 drill bits in one drawer. Like, no matter what, he would never have to buy anything again.
Yeah.
But he still does. He's still buying stuff for his amazing workshop.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Graphit is in the house. I happened to see this one on Instagram before I saw it on Twitter. This is a Graphit print. This is impressive. He showed some terrible prints. Hang on, let me see if I can get to his page. When I say terrible, look, it was either that or the one I was showing. I don't know if I'll be able to get that back. I don't know where it is. No, won't get it back. So that was Graphit's Darth Vader print. I'll actually try and leave some links somewhere. So thank you, Graphit, for that, because you are in the chat, aren't you? Yep. The best pic was taken with the iPhone SE. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter what it's taken with. The best camera is the camera you've got on you at the time.
That gave me an idea. That gave me an idea for a challenge for next week.
Okay.
We are going to make a contest for the worst print where the model is still recognizable.
Oh, so a fail, but you can still recognize what it is.
You don't have to say which model it is.
Yep.
Just post and tag the photo.
Hey, this is a contest. I can win.
Yeah, like, but it will take like some fiddling, like, to get the worst possible result while still being able to recognize the model.
Wow, I see lots of G-code settings being completely ballsed up here on purpose. Please save your profiles before you start doing this challenge.
Oh yeah. I had to throw away my printer because the challenge.
Yeah, because I destroyed it. My XT60 connectors actually caught on fire. I'm not actually covering that yet.
Everything that you mentioned, like, it's something in my brain. Like, you have read something like half line of a tweet that was mentioned in this like 3 days ago, and I don't remember anything else. Like XT60 connector on a 3D printer in the bed or something like that, I can remember. Which is something that you are going to talk about in the future. Yeah. But that's not what you have ready next, so I will shut up and let you continue.
I don't actually have the XT60 stuff on hand. I just thought of it then, to be honest, because I didn't actually tag most of these things. I went searching earlier tonight for all the good things. Well, not all the good things, because clearly I can't get all the good things.
Shut up, JT. Have you put your Ender 3 together yet?
Nah, it's in a box.
And the looking glass?
About the XT60 because it's not going to catch on fire in the box.
but I've actually got legit ones anyway. I've got ones from from drones, so I can replace them if I need to. We need fire. Okay, good. I'll buy an A8.
Maybe with an E10 you are like. I think an E10 is going to be easier to catch fire.
Okay. Teresa's making fire. She's trying to make fire. She needs 2 sticks.
Every Aussie knows how to make fire with sticks. I've heard.
Yeah, as long as one of them's a matchstick.
I have to confess that I was passing near the workshop this morning, and I saw fire, like smoke behind where it was supposed to be. And as I wasn't sure, I went and looked just to see if the printers had caught on fire.
Oh yes.
So that's how much I trust them.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, next model that I have queued. Wellbot is in the house, of course. This is Wellbot's filthy-looking giraffe. This is his the drunk giraffe. Yes. There he is on the terps. Well, Wellbot's sister likes giraffes, so
and why?
Why does she like giraffes? I don't know. What's your favourite animal?
No. That is if she likes giraffes and wine.
Oh, and wine. Yeah. Oh, sorry, and wine. Yes. There is a full there is a full color render Wellbot. I haven't got it, but there is one. There's also the one where I made the pun of hello, blah blah carafe, whatever. I wanted to show that one because that's the one with the bottle, and it sort of shows that it's a model. If between things, I might go looking. Yeah, shut up and send him money. So this model is available on Gumtree or something. Let me find the link.
Gumroad.
Gumroad? Oh yeah.
Road.
Yeah, sorry.
Not Gumtree.
Yeah, Gumtree. He could sell it on Gumtree. It's like eBay. Gumroad, thank you, Wellbot.
Go follow Wellbot on Twitter. The real Wellbot 3D.
Yeah, well there you go. Hang on. Yeah. There's the tag.
No, the real Wellbot. The 3D is mine.
Yeah, I know, but I've put his Twitter handle on screen.
Yay!
It's physically there. Yes, that would be an enormous bottle. All right, we're back.
I've actually got a huge wine bottle, an inflatable one that I have from when I used to do security. And someone else tried to, actually was trying to steal it, and I took it home instead.
Hang on. I've got the render. Here we go.
You stole the bottle that they were trying to steal?
Yep, I got the bottle that they tried to steal. It was actually a Melbourne Cup day.
So there's the there's the render.
To take it home though. They at the end of the day they said, well, we can't put this back in the display. You can have it. I'm like, sweet. So I walked home with this inflatable wine bottle that was about the same height as me, all the way from my work home, and people were just like, what the fuck?
What the what?
You could have deflated it.
What the duck?
What the duck? Yes. What the duck?
Hey, I've been good.
That's not bad. That's one. That's bloody tremendous, actually.
That's what do the 3D modeling, all the 3D modeling.
Yeah, he did the modeling.
It's incredible.
And there's some insanity in there as well. It was 706 megabytes. Is that correct, Wellbot? Was it the file Fusion 360? Tell me if that was right, or I'm imagining that.
But in that, he does that in Fusion 360.
Yeah, I think it was Fusion. Pretty sure that was Fusion. There you go. The Fusion file was over 700 megs.
Oh my!
And his poor little PC was chunking. It was really struggling, and it's already hot enough at his house, and there was heat coming off his computer.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. He did start in 3ds Max as well.
Nothing like that ever starts in Fusion 360 because Fusion 360 is too hard to use.
And that was too organic, which was what Ivan's point was, I think. It looked too organic.
Yeah.
There is a shape mode where you can do shapes and pulling faces and that, but that's too complicated for that, I think.
Yeah.
Then we had some other bright spark. Now, Ivan's not seeing this currently. He's seeing it now. Let me just enlargify. Ooh, that didn't work. Oh, I just got past maximum enlargement. All right, so this was a carry-on from my tutorial.
Are you telling me that Tinkercad has a maximum enlargement limit?
This isn't Tinkercad. This is a screen grab. It's It's a screen grab of Tinkercad. Yes. No. You will zoom right through your Tinkercad model. Let me. I can't. Yeah, I've already gone max. I don't think I can do what I'm about to do. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to try it. Ah, bugger it. I'm going to try it. Now this could end in tears. Yeah.
We need a drum roll. Are you doing the macOS?
Yes, correct. I'm using the control key and I'm zooming the max screen. Oh man, if now you might be able to spell the shadow word out.
Dark. It says
Dark.
dark.
It says dark. Correct.
Dark.
So again,
With a very FED.
Yes, a very FED.
It's like an S, but that's because of the perspective.
Yes, something like that. I was trying to figure out how I feel about the misuse of my tutorial. I'm like Oppenheimer. I invent something wonderful and someone does something terrible with it.
What's it Oppenheimer?
I said in the comments that I was going to abuse it, and I did.
Yes, correct. You did say that.
Thoroughly.
Oppenheimer, yes, Ivan, was Nuclear Man, yes?
Yeah, but wasn't it already trying to do the atomic bomb?
Probably. Yeah, because he had the idea, and I'm sure I'm sure he didn't think of humanity first, or he might have, but the government may have coerced him otherwise.
No, or he might have like, I don't like humanity.
Oh yeah, there could be that. There are
like
people like that.
He thought about humanity and said, I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Jeff Slater is saying hack, lol. It sort of looked like hack.
Yes, hack.
Hack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hack, yes.
All right. Another model. Ricky Tanner. Apparently tanks are a thing.
Yes, they are.
This is a good-looking model, actually.
I need something for scale. Come on.
I'm assuming that those discs are, or the wheels are 20 millimeter, 1 inch across, max.
How much did you say?
I reckon 1 inch for the wheels. 25 millimeters. Ricky, what's the dimension of one of the larger wheels? We're guessing here. Because the comment I made was the comment I made was that it's black tank treads with a little bit of red.
Yeah,
I saw you like that one.
Too much black, too little red.
Yeah. No, that's not even a measurement in Mirandaverse. It's too small. That's the bolt head size for Ivan's tank.
How much?
We don't know yet. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
I've been printing tank thread links in 2 printers at once for the last 6 days straight, day and night.
And you've got...
It's not the size of the tank, it's how you use it.
Oh, he'll be using it.
Oh, I will be using it. Yeah. In this week's video, in the video that is going to be up this week, I will take measurements of my body. Just to see if I fit.
God.
No, his whole body. He wants to fit in the tank.
No, if I fit inside the tank.
44 millimeters are those wheels. 44.
Oh, that's a good size.
So almost...
That's big.
Yeah, 2.5 inches or 2 3/4, whatever the maths is. I have no idea. I'm pulling numbers out of my butt. Oh, this came through today.
I saw that.
I am in love or something. Look at this.
I want the teal one in the middle.
Super coloured extrusions. Not that it makes any difference to anything. But look at them.
It does.
They're so pretty.
I have
You need a red one. It goes faster.
I'm having a really hard time falling for aesthetical things on 3D printing. I'm the worst. I don't. The other day I was, for a project that I'm working on, I asked for a quotation for 24 meters of 3030 extrusion, which is probably a bit larger than that.
Yeah.
So I cannot ask for 24 meters and purple extrusion.
Oh, have a look at the ends. Now this is.
Those are anodized after being cut.
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. No. If the ends are anodized, unless they have anodized the entire extrusion and the cut is in the other side of the.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
Profile.
Yep.
But I think even in that case, even when you ask, because usually aluminum profiles are sent in 6 meters, a little bit more than 6 meters, usually 605, 610. Even then, they anodize them before cutting them to the final length, because in the end you have the leftovers. So those might have been anodized after the fact
yeah, that makes sense. But they're still pretty.
Oh yeah. But it's kind of, I think it's kind of hard anodizing aluminum at home. But that's
cool.
Geez, the chat's getting to work out today. Adam Bradley, he's working on a 50% scale Amiga 500. Now he may have to provide detail, because I've only realised that he's printing the shell. But is there going to be a keyboard? Is he running a Raspberry Pi? Will Marble Madness run on it? These are all the important questions. Oh, it's totally noteworthy, because it's something interesting and different. Are you actually going to finish it? That's really the question. Is it going to be Raspberry Pi'd or something? Make an arcade machine. There you go.
I'm blowing myself because I have a cold.
There you go. Look, Graphit. A teardrop appeared in the corner of his eye. He's reminiscing. Yeah.
That must yet to be decided.
Yeah. Understood. Yes. I haven't played much Marble Madness, but I know it existed. Because at the point in time in 1988, when I had the choice of buying an $1,800... Oh, hello.
Oh,
hello.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hang on. No one can see that. Now show it.
No,
there you go.
Now.
There you go.
Hang on. Trying to get it in.
That worked. Ta-da. You should be one of those TV model girls that says, "Oh, look, you've won this prize." All right, we're off screen. We're back to his model. Yes, it's worthy. Yes, we're interested. Pull your finger out and get it done. Yes, so in 1988, I had a choice of buying an Amiga or a Mac and a laser printer. The Mac and a laser printer cost $18,000. I was earning 15 grand a year as an apprentice, and I spent 18,000 on a Mac and a laser printer.
So it took a while to pay those.
12 months. I paid it 12 months because I was doing freelance artwork. So yeah. There you go.
Worth your money, you pay things.
Yeah, absolutely. Not that Apple stuff's expensive or anything, but you know. Yes, it was Laser Rider 2, Brian. No, Mac 2, 13-inch RGB, 4 gigs of RAM, 100 megabyte hard drive. The next 4 gigs of RAM was $1,000. 4 megs of RAM. Sorry, not gigs. 4 megs of RAM.
I was thinking gig. Are you kidding?
Yeah, 4 megs of RAM.
I don't think they're ahead, but not that far.
Yeah.
Let's try to get the age of the people on the chat by reading their first hard drive size. Like, which size was the first hard drive that you owned?
100 megabyte RODIME.
Oh, come on, people, put the size of the hard drive of your first computer on the chat right now, so we can see how old are you. Mine was 512 megabytes.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
512. Mine was 100. Holy crap.
Chris is going to bring the hard drive.
Oh, Brian Vine's 20 megabyte Seagate.
20 megabytes. Double space. Wow, double
40,
spacing.
yeah.
40 megabytes. Atari 26. Well, but that Atari is not a computer. I had an S. 32 megabytes. Whoa! Grizzly is winning right now. And Teresa brought the hard drive.
No, there's 7 people with 20 megabytes.
20
I
megabytes.
think that was 64-bit. Because my first, PC was a Commodore 64.
That would have been running on cassette tape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was actually looking for. I was actually just looking for my Commodore 64. Because I've got one around here somewhere. Somewhere being the operative word.
Yeah, Ricky Tanner, his dad got one from the dumpster.
Hey, the Jake from State Farm. I had a 486 DX2 66 megahertz too, which had a turbo button that lowered the CPU speed to 16 megahertz.
No. That's the turbo button. It made it higher than 16 megahertz.
No, but the thing is that the only purpose of the turbo button was to be able to play other games with speed was attached to the CPU clock speed.
Nah, the only purpose of the turbo button is to change the 7-segment display to a different number.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Placebo.
In the 486, yes, but in the previous versions, in the 286, you
Ooh, you're fancy and had a 486?
Not too higher, but to... What?
I only had a 286. And because my mouse didn't work, I had to use Windows with all the freaking keystrokes because the mouse that we got with the computer didn't work.
But back in the day, you could use Windows with keystrokes. Right now, I don't. You could use Cortana and use it without a mouse, I think.
You can use it without a mouse a lot, as long as you know when to press the Alt key and the arrows. A lot, but not everything. Yes, the unturbo button. That was the joke. Matt, yes, Ivan is correct. I was trying to be funny. Clearly, it failed dismally. Yes, DOS 5 and all the other DOSes that existed.
Yes. I had pink DOS 5. That stuff was wild.
I had an Apple II before that. That was the first hard drive I had though.
3D Studio Max 2.0 in 6 floppy disks.
Okay.
Windows 3.11. That was my first Windows.
Okay, we've been here for a long time. It seems we all have been here for a long time.
It's safe to say that we're all old here.
There's no babies in the chat. Let's put it that way. When someone says what's a disk, then you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I've got those around somewhere too.
Yeah, but at least nobody said like I don't remember which, because there's people like any young kid that now buys a Mac or buys a computer, they probably don't even have any idea of how much space they have on the hard drive.
Oh,
and they
totally.
Don't care.
They know this or they know this. That's all they know. And cloud. Yes.
They might know that they run out of space on their iCloud account.
Yes, different disk though. I did try to I tried to explain. Ooh, Laserdisc. Nice. Oh. That wasn't the sort of disc I was expecting. I was expecting vinyl then.
No.
But hang on, because I got that too.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
That's Tori Amos, is who that is. Cornflake Girl.
Okay.
Yep. And there's 2 in here.
No, very special. With a sleeve between them. Hey Scalda, how you going? the question was, do you have a player? Or
yes, of course I do.
Well, no, you could be an investor. You could just buy vinyl and sell it.
Sweet Jesus.
But Laserdisc, having Laserdisc and a player, that is there. I don't think there is a lot of people left that they have Laserdisc and player.
Ooh, fancy. There you go.
The player.
That's my record player.
That's a record player, yeah.
Okay, the record player.
I saw a record player the other day, $14,000.
Yes, right now they are saying of status. It's like having a chicken in your garden.
What the hell is that? Is that a single?
But it says games. It's Fallout.
No, it is actually.
That's a single.
It's a record.
Yeah, it's a 45.
No, I think it's a. Yeah, hang on.
45s were the small ones. 33
and
a third was the big ones.
Okay.
Yes, Brian, 45.
Yes.
I reckon. And 78 was my parents' ones, the really brittle ones.
Yeah, most of my collection is actually quite modern. I think. Hang on.
I bought a bunch of 45s that had the regular size hole, Brian, rather than the adapter. So that might be controversial.
Oh, we're comparing hole sizes, are we?
Only on our records.
Hang on.
And if you miss the adapter, you can print one just to stay on topic.
Correct.
Oh, hang on. I got something even better.
You got 15 seconds, Teresa. No pressure. What are we looking at? Oh, an Atari, or is that what is that?
It is
a video console of some sort.
Oh shit! Yes, it's a wood grain 6-switch. There's like 6 switches on it.
Yeah, can see.
Atari.
I thought it was an Atari. There you go.
What is
a game cartridge.
Oh, okay.
That's
I bought the other day a handheld console on the internet that resembles a Game Boy Color.
Yep.
With an absurdly large amount of games for 13 euros. That's like nothing. And back in the day, that did cost a fortune.
Just the record collection.
Cool.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Here we go.
Apocalypse.
There we go. Apocalyptica. I actually got that at a concert. I went to their concert and saw them live. And I'm like, I've got to have the vinyl. And I got the vinyl.
I can't remember the last time I actually had a record, but that's all right. Okay. So.
Okay, yeah, we're not here for my music collection.
No, that's okay. Because we're at our hour now, and I haven't even asked Ivan, what disasters he's been doing this week. We haven't discussed the texter bot.
The texter bot, yes, and I still have to ask all of you for your addresses. I already have Graphit's address for another thing, but I have to send you all direct messages to get your addresses, so I can send you
the prints.
The awesome prints.
The awesome prints.
But the printer worked even better than is shown in the video. But as the markers were all dry, it looked all like shit. Like it was horrible.
Oh, okay. So
I will.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I was watching it. I'm like, your textures are all dry out. Like you need better textures. Get some video marks.
I need a way to not letting them open for 5 hours straight before trying to print with them. Because while I was writing the code and trying to improve the system and everything, all the markers were open without the cap. So they got drier and drier and drier. And that I got to a point that there was no, even if there was still ink inside, the felt up to the ink was so dry that I destroyed the capillarity effect and they worked no more.
Even with the alcohol that you did?
Yeah, but it was still too large of a length of the felt with anything. So the alcohol dried.
Crayons. You need big ass crayons. That will work better. But trying to get crayons the right size for your machine, you probably have to start from scratch.
I could melt crayons to size. That's not very difficult, but making crayons to draw requires a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
even with this, lots of people recommended me like let the marker floating and draw just by sheer pressure, like, and just use the servo to lift the marker. But the marker will not draw. If you do that with a marker with that size of a tip, it will do nothing on the paper.
Yeah, you'd have to have a spring behind it.
Yeah, you have to put pressure on the paper.
Yeah, and crayon would be worse. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, with a crayon, if a crayon is 50 millimeters wide, just to make it draw, you will need around half a kilo or so just to make it free. To make it draw like a line.
All right.
The good thing is that with a crayon, you will get an even line because it will be, it will like, how do you say it in the language that is not my mother language? But it will get even out by how do you say when something erodes?
Yeah, it wears out. It's wearing out.
It's wearing out.
Yeah.
The tip will wear out and become flat with the time.
Yep.
Yes.
Wellbot's actually saying post his to me, and then I'll ship it internally in Australia. His poster.
So he says that I should send his to you.
Yeah, send mine and his to me, because mine was in there as well. So just send one, and I'll then ship it to him.
Okay.
So because international shipping sucks, particularly if you're putting it in a tube for protection. Because I'm assuming you're not going to fold it up and stick it in an envelope.
No, I was thinking on rolling it, get a tube the right size and length, so it says, and then bend it and put it inside the tube.
Good.
That was my first idea because it's already a shitty print.
No, it's art.
So I should make, but then I thought they might get mad if I destroy the print.
Teresa's dying. Don't die, Teresa.
In
my water went down the wrong hole.
What?
She choked. She was having water.
My went down the wrong hole. No, I'm not usually an advocate of wrong holes.
Okay.
All right, see you, Ricky Tanner.
Bye-bye. Yes.
So, yes, fold it up, then squash it in, and, yeah, typical Ivan lunacy.
Yeah, but I think I will send them roll properly. I think I will leave the second half of the destroying process. Like, if I get in the future perfect prints, then I will mess those up. Like, fold them and squeeze them and put them in the...
You're a cruel master.
Do some origami with them.
What?
Origami.
Hey, that's what you could do. Your next thing could be an origami robot.
Origami robot. I've seen one where they make a paper plane folding machine where you fit it a pile of paper sheet, and it catches one sheet, fold it as a plane, and shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could do something so much better than that. Come on, improve on the already there design.
No pressure.
No. Now I have like 6 or 7 projects that I need to make. So I'm not really thinking about adding anything else to the thinking pile.
Yeah.
Like if I add anything there, something has to go up. Has to be good enough so anything other projects go out.
Yeah, I think the tank thing maybe. I think the tank thing's tanked now, so you could do the origami paper plane thing.
She's bossy, isn't she?
Now, yeah, but she doesn't know that yesterday a single whole operation took more than half an hour. So I've invested so much time in that 3D model that thing is going to be made, no matter what. That's the next project. The only thing I will have to skip weeks because I don't have enough to print. What?
Do they have Gumtree in Spain?
Like Gumtree is like eBay, where you sell your old products.
It's more like Trading Post.
Oh yeah, Trading Post actually. Yeah, Ivan's sick, so he's
Ivan's turned guy now.
Yeah, he's sick. He's done quite well actually.
Right, it's been going around. I've been sick too. I've been in bed most of the day.
Oh. My nose is getting redder by the minute. Yeah, I don't know if there is Gumtree or something like that. There is something called Wallapop, where you can sell your old stuff. Like if you have a couch that you don't need or a tennis racket or something like that, you could put it there to be sold, and people can buy it from you. But I don't know if Gumtree is the same thing.
Yeah, that sounds like what Gumtree is. It's like a garage sale.
Yeah, then there is that. Yeah. And somehow nobody has to pay taxes.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a plan. Well, it's all cash, yes?
Usually it is, yes.
Yeah. All right. Shall we call it?
Yeah, we should.
We're done?
Because the chat
It's
is
getting
going
a bit filthy in the chat, and I'm not instigating it.
Good. All right. Well, thank you one and all. Thank you very much, Teresa, for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
We will catch you all next week for episode 23. Now, what was the challenge, Ivan? The challenge you were coming up with?
I want you all to tag the podcast with JTalk 23.
Yep.
And send us a picture of one really awful print, the worst print wins, where the model is still recognizable. Like if you do a benchmark,
worst print
but it has to be the worst print possible. You can modify physically your printer, modify the code, the slicer settings, just mount the printer in your bike and ride your bike while you print, whatever you want.
Yeah, press the start button, walk away, see what happens.
Yeah, but it still has to be recognizable. But
you wait until it's halfway through, then you walk away.
All right.
And
Ivan and I will judge, and then we'll see. We'll see. We'll judge. We'll have a cutoff for maybe Sunday, so 24 hours before the stream.
Yes. So you can. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but is it Sunday?
No, that's why I changed it to 24 hours before the stream. I clarified because I realised as I was saying it that there may be some confusion. So.
And
yes.
Mr. Bertram says that he's going to print some fishing line. We need to know what model is it.
You've got to print with a snipper wire.
No, it has to be a popular model, and we need to be able to recognize it.
Of course.
Actually, maybe we should set the actual model that these people have to print.
No, because we need to guess what it is.
Because then we know. We
already know what it is then. We need to be able to figure it out. So, anyway. All right, I'll post something on Twitter. All right.
Okay.
Twitter.
Thank you, everybody. We'll wrap it up. We've just gone over slightly, but that's okay. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Let's go.
Bye-bye.
End stream.